All right, we are live.
Sorry we're late.
Sorry we're late.
There's not a whole lot of excuses when you're in quarantine for being late.
No. All right, we got some people tuning in. Welcome. Oh man, you guys are tuning in fast, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to have some time of worship here. We appreciate you guys joining us for worship. Hey Antonio, hola amigo. ¿Dónde está el baño?
Is that a
Hey Tony.
bathroom?
Yeah. Mi casa, su casa. Deborah, that's all the Spanish that I know, Antonio. I'm sorry, I tried. Hey Tammy.
Hey guys.
All right, well, we've got a few songs that we're going to worship with you guys on. Hey John. Man, that Throwback Thursday a couple weeks ago was a big hit, and we had so many suggestions, so we're going to do a couple more that you guys suggested. We figured we'd do a couple each week. So that's how we're going to start out. We're going to start out with 2 throwback songs, and then just continue worshiping together. So thanks again for joining us.
Hey, Mom.
I think you guys know this. Hey Jean.
Hey Jean.
Hey Dave.
Nikki.
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high.
Lord, I lift your name on high.
Lord, I love to sing your praises.
Lord, I love to sing your praises.
I'm so glad you're in my life.
I'm so glad you're in my life.
I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. That should bring back a lot of memories for a lot of people watching.
Hey April. Yep, brings me right back to youth group, I was telling Scott. Right back to high school.
Oh. I don't know if she's watching. If Dana Clope was watching a couple of weeks ago, and she's the one that suggested Ancient of Days. And I
That's
remember
one of
playing
those.
this, and your dad, Dana Clope's dad, Larry Clope, had a pretty mean flute thing that he played on this. Very tasteful. So, Silas, would you mind bringing the dog outside?
She's fine, she's gonna be barking up there.
All right. Ancient of Days. Blessing and honor, glory and power be unto the Ancient of Days. From every nation, all of creation, bow before the Ancient of Days. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall pass away. Oh, Ancient of Days.
That's right, I remember that.
Blessing and honor, glory and power be unto the Ancient of Days. From every nation, all of creation, bow before the Ancient of Days. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne and worship will be exalted, O God. And your kingdom shall not pass away, O Ancient of Days. Your kingdom shall reign over all the earth. Sing unto the Ancient of Days. For none can compare to your matchless word. Sing unto the Ancient of Days. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne and worship you will be exalted, O God. And your kingdom shall not pass away, O Ancient of Days. O Ancient of Days. O Ancient of Days. It was like do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do. All right. Anyways, we don't have the flute with us. We could have invited Jolene over, but we have quarantine,
Yeah.
so no Jolene. How are you guys doing today? If you have any prayer requests, please leave those in the comments so we can pray for you. Any other pastoral staff that is watching along with us would love to pray with you. And we also want to, Kareen, thank you and for inviting Celebrate Recovery to join for worship before you guys have your service in a little bit. And thank you guys for joining us from CR. So glad we can do this across the interwebs.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. And I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
So I forgot how to do that.
From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Love has called my name. I've been born again into your family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I
You rescued me so I could stand and sing. I am a child of God. Oh, I am a child of God. Yes, I am a child of God. Oh, I am a child of God. And I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
Hey, John. Hey, Deborah.
Hey guys. Just before we go into this next song, as we're singing I Am a Child of God, I don't know, I guess that just speaks to my heart right now, because it can be discouraging as we're on quarantine and we're kind of separated from everybody, and I don't know, just being out of the regular routine and flow of our life. Sometimes it can be discouraging. Sometimes we can, feel like maybe we're not even really doing anything right now, and we're not, how can we serve God to our full capacity when we're not even out, doing things? Or even little discouragements and little, things that maybe we feel like we're not giving God our all, because it's so easy to just kind of sit back and be, I don't know, to just not give it our all, I guess, and to feel like giving up all across the board. But when I think about, being God's child and what that really means, when I think of my own kids and my love for them, even when they don't give it their all, even when maybe they're not doing all the things they should do, it just encourages me how much God loves us, and how much He just wants to take our hand and help us. He split the sea, and in that time when God was freeing the Israelites, Moses wasn't perfect. Moses didn't make all the right choices. He didn't even always obey. And yes, there were consequences for that. But God's love for him didn't falter. And His love for us doesn't falter. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless
have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Lord, I thank you for your love. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Reckless love. That you gave it all.
Thanks again, guys, for worshiping with us today. Man, awesome love of Christ. You know that word reckless? It means without giving any thought to the consequences of one's actions, or without caring about the consequences of the actions. And I just think about how just that sacrificial love that Christ had, that in the way that we would view love, if we were to be like Christ in that sense in the world today, in the eyes of the world, people would just think that that's crazy and reckless. And but that's what Christ went through, that every one of us might have life. God himself came to earth as a man. He had no place being in the presence of sin or even being here. And but I'm so glad that he placed himself in an imperfect world and had to face sin and fight for each and every one of us. So,
Amen.
Man, what an awesome, awesome thing. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining us each week. Elena, thanks for joining us. No matter where you are, you can come to Christ, no matter what burden you're carrying. Maybe it's a burden of sin in your life. You've been doing your own thing, running your own way, maybe running away from God. Maybe you've been running he's been chasing you and you've been running away from him. But it's time to surrender, and time to surrender to him, and just with a broken sacrifice, or a broken heart of surrender, and just give in to him. Just say, God, here I am. I'm tired of running. And this next song, we're going to just talk about sing about how we can come boldly before his throne, and we come to that altar, and he's waiting there with arms open wide for each and every one of us. So, man, if you're in that place where you feel like you've been running from God, I would just encourage you just to stop and in this moment, just cry out to him and surrender your life to him.
Are you hurting and broken within, overwhelmed by the weight of your sin? Jesus is calling. Have you come to the end of yourself? Do you thirst for a drink from the well? Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Leave behind your regrets and mistakes. Come today, there's no reason to wait. Jesus is calling. Bring your sorrows and trade them for joy. From the ashes a new life is born. Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, oh, what a Savior! Isn't he wonderful? Sing hallelujah! Christ is risen. Bow down before him, for he is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah! Christ is risen. And oh, what a Savior! And isn't he wonderful? Sing hallelujah! Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Bear your cross as you wait for the crown, and tell the world of the treasure you found.
And man, what a treasure our Christ is. And we have to share that with the world. We need to be sharing that with the world. And man, he'll give us the words. It says that the Holy Spirit, when we don't know what to say, that the Holy Spirit will empower us to give us the words to say. And but we are the hands and feet of Jesus. So I see so many people right now just doing that, just loving their neighbor and looking for needs and meeting needs. And that's what Christ would want us to be doing. So keep up the great work as the church and the body of Christ, and just loving one another. All right, we have one last song that we're going to sing together before we part ways. And I just love this song. Again, just about the story of what Christ did.
How great the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written, in Jesus Christ, my living hope. came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe, and out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. One more time. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe, and out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. And Jesus, yours is the victory. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah. Death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah. Praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah. Death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Oh God, you are my living hope. Amen. Awesome. Well, thank you guys again for joining us in worship. Man, He is our hope. Our hope is in the Lord. Those who hope is in the Lord shall renew their strength. Amen. So we just pray that you guys will just continue to be strengthened by the love of our Savior. And man, so many people joining us online. Thanks. Corrine Kramer is watching with us right now, and some of the people from CR, they are going to head over to the Celebrate Recovery page, and they have a meeting. They'll be going live over there and having a Zoom meeting, I believe, as well, or a Messenger meeting, something like that. So if you want to know more about that, head over to the Celebrate Recovery Escanaba page. I think you can just look that up. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye, guys.
God bless.